This makes me think of Avengers Endgame. When freaking, I was about to say Thanos. When freaking
You trying to take off the glove?
no, what's the dude's name with the hammer? Thor. Jesus. Alright, let me start that over. Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Unlocked. It's your boy Mike Lentz.
And it's your boy Jared.
We're here to talk about One Piece chapter 987. This joint was lit.
You know what? It was lit, but for me, it was not as lit as it should be.
I'm like, not as lit as what? Like,
Because I was one of those people that I know they were like, the editor was like, he cried at one of these, but either 986, 987. 986 wasn't a tearjerker, so I'm thinking it's 987. I get to 987, not really teary, but it's a good setup.
I give you that. I'm tight that you told me that rumor.
Yeah.
Cause like, yo, and we talk about this too, like, yo, for real, One Piece is such a beautiful anime and manga just for the fact that you can keep our attention for over a decade and it's still fire. Like, that's kudos in itself. Like, that's an amazing thing. It's just, now you started at this timeline and now you're in 2020 where you got these amazing anime that don't have no filler, pretty much. Everything is straight back-to-back action. Like, you see examples like My Hero, Black Clover, even Fire Force, or there's a bunch of
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, gosh. Like, and so when it comes to stuff like this, it's like the build-up kind of feels like it's just going on for too long.
Yeah, and I think, I'm getting off topic, but I feel like Oda kind of feels that. I think that's why Oda really wants to try and finish up One Piece, because I feel like he realizes that his style in One Piece is of trying to build up arcs and arcs and arcs is kind of like phasing out of, like, people want action right away. People want like crazy plot twists like in the next chapter. So
that's a fact. Like, Naruto did it and got done at the right time.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. They got done at the right time. But get into the chapter. It starts off with the flashback. Kaido's thinking about way back when with Odin, and it cuts right back to the present, and all the 9 Red Scabbards got something in them, and they taking them down to the ground.
Hey, yo.
I thought that was fire, though. I was like, hey, that's pause. Nah, but on a serious note, I need this to make sense. Because they actually inflicted damage on Kaido. And when I think about Kaido and Big Mom, like, legit, like, when I think about top tier untouchable characters by even mid-tier characters, Kaido and Big Mom are the main 2 people I think of. So when it comes to people like that, I'm like, yo, like, I hold you on such a high scale that's like, when I saw this attack, I'm like, whatever, man. Like,
yeah.
But to see that the weapons are going through his body is like, wow.
I think all of them together are actually using armament haki, because when they go in, when they're stabbing him, you can actually see the little lightning bolts of like haki. So I feel like if they can all use armament haki, and they're all using armament haki against Kaido's one armament haki, I could feel like they could jab. They could get below his like skin just a little bit.
This makes me think of Endgame. So you telling me all of them are attacking Kaido and not hitting no vital points? I just want to throw that out there. Somebody got a sword through his hand. I'm like, bro, legit, if I'm putting everything into this, Thor try to take out Thanos, stab them in his chest, aim for the head. Everybody dead, right? Go for the head.
Yeah.
Like, for real, like, if homie would have put a bullet in his head, a hockey bullet, I feel like it would have been quiet. The world would have been shook.
But we don't know what Kaido, if Kaido is human, which I highly doubt. I can see what you're saying.
You're right.
But we don't know exactly what Kaido is. So.
You're right.
Because Kaido was shocked that like they were able to get something through his skin.
Yeah.
He was like, "What? I got pierced? Like what?"
Yeah, that's why I think his wound started to hurt.
Well, yeah, he started to think about Odin, and the wound started like hurting, and then he started spitting up blood. So I'm like, is Odin's wound is his sword? If the sword has a certain power, I'm like, no, y'all setting up Zoro to be too overpowered in this arc. Seriously. If it is, it's too overpowered.
Oh yeah, and my last thing is like, to me, them being able to pierce Kaido, it kind of, I don't want to sound negative, but it does make it seem like the feat that Odin has, his one attack actually hurting him. It doesn't make it seem as impressive. I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, that's my main thing on that. So
yeah.
moving on from there, Luffy, Big Mom have some words.
Yeah, I know.
And Luffy, yo, he's with all smoke. I love it though. Like she's like, yo, you here to fight me? And he's like, nah, I'm here to wash you. Kaido can get the hands first, commanders, everybody.
If I was Bim, I was like, yeah, you know, Katakuri had to stab himself in order to like make it fair, right?
You know,
and you know, Katakuri's right here, and I'm like up here.
That's a fact. He might have future sight, but I have these hands.
That's a fact.
Like these joints work, alright?
I see. I love that we all know Luffy. Like he does. Like when it comes to stuff like this, he's headstrong about what he believes in and stuff like that. But
that's a fact.
I need that little subconscious to be like, Luffy, you need to shut the fuck up.
Nah, that's why I feel like that's why he has Supreme Conqueror's Haki, because he has no common sense. True. To him, he's like, yo, everybody can catch your hands.
That's why he's the main protagonist.
That's a fact.
Imagine Luffy knows he's the main protagonist. That's why he says all this stuff.
Nah.
That'd be crazy.
Nah, he's just really. I feel like he low-key got dropped on his head when he was a kid.
Imagine the One Piece is a note that's saying you're in a manga. Why did I just think about that? Imagine.
Nah, Oda would never do that to us. Imagine he's gonna find you. Nah, but and then we also see Nami escaping from. I think she's getting held down by like a napkin
or slime. I don't know what it is with Oda and Nami and slime, but I think it looked like some slime or Jello.
Yeah, I didn't know. It looked crazy.
Yeah,
and I was kind of upset that carrot was even caught. Period. Like, but anyway, like. And another thing, Nami's a little bit overpowered, bro. Like them black balls, whoa. How she can use it to manipulate Big Mom's stuff is kind of crazy. I just want to throw that out there.
And if she does keep Zeus, then I think.
Oh my god.
If she can keep Zeus and she gets Prometheus, crazy.
Nah. She's broken. She's legit. Like I put her above Robin.
Oh, D. Yeah, with Zeus, I put her above Robin.
Yeah. She'll be tough. And then we go on to see. Pretty much, they're legit listing everybody that's there. They're naming that Luffy, who cares that you brought these extra 100 people. You take a look at everybody. And then they're pretty much, Luffy also says like it's an all-out war now. So it's about to be helter-skelter, everybody getting
I'm expecting Marineford. Marco and Perospero dropping. I guess they're working together now. So,
yep.
Like, everybody is going to be crazy. I'm getting the Marine. That's why I think this chapter is good, because it sets up like, oh, we about to get that Marineford vibe that
it's about to be crazy. Because the Marineford, legit, so it was like just a clusterfuck of shit happening.
You could spend episodes on like each character, like, oh shit, the Marine is fighting this person. Facts. You have Crocodile fighting
over here.
Whitebeard's flashback with him and that other random dude that stared them and tried to betray him. Like,
it was fire. And that's why I was like, okay, if it's gonna give the same vibes, at least here we have nothing but notable people. There's a whole bunch of fights I'm interested to see. I'll tell you that right now.
And I feel like there's a whole bunch of stories. We can see Kaido's backstory. We can see more stuff between King and his backstory. Like the commanders, the numbers.
You know what's interesting? Yeah, what's gonna happen when Big Mom's boat comes back up? Like, what's gonna be the present state when they finally pull up?
Nah, they're gonna be trolling it. They're like, we're almost back up, and somebody's like, no.
Imagine Blackbeard. Absorbing to nothing. I'm like, yo.
I'm like, just go back home. Just like,
that's a fact.
You're not getting.
Just tell Katakuri to come. You would have avoided all this.
Facts. He'd have been like, yeah, we need to get out of here.
But and also I like the way that it ended. Even though I'm really interested to see how Luffy says his goodbye to Kinemon. Kinemon's like, yo, I gotta give this dude the hands real quick. I'll be back, fam. I'm gonna be back. Don't worry about me.
And Luffy's like, probably not.
And like, so Kaido takes the Red Scabbards over to a separate place, and he's like, yo, we gonna throw hands. Let's have a little fun. Let's make it back then, like when I fought Odin.
Like, y'all represent Odin's will, and like I'm done with Odin's will. Know everything Odin. Like,
that's a fact.
Y'all getting these hands. And then like they're like, he's like, y'all gonna like die like, or y'all almost died like 20 years ago. And then that's what I thought was the dopest moment. It was like this, oh well, you thought we were just coming with the same numbers from 20 years ago? And then that's when we find out that
that's a full move. Mm-hmm. And I like that last panel was fire. It reminds me of Alice in Wonderland.
Ooh, yeah, a little bit of
that shit was kind of fire. That shit was kind of fire. But yo, again, we would love to hear what you guys got to say down in the comments.
Yeah. like and subscribe.
Like
Subscribe.
This is not a game.
Subscribe, please.
I got the two this time. Subscribe.
So please hit that subscribe button.
Make sure it's blue.
Wow, damn. All right.
Catch y'all next week, man.
Peace out.